made a little bit more progress with Jacob since last time, but unfortunately some of these completion marks were gotten using exploits. I found out during the course of one of my runs that the meat cleaver, along with chopping Esau in half and causing 2 Esau's to follow you around, also does prevent him from turning you into the Lost after he dies. So that's how I was able to knock out Delirium. It's just, I don't know, I wanted to try and finish this character without just exploiting the hell out of him, you know, using the eraser or the meat cleaver, like apparently you can do. But it's just, when the game gives it to you like that, and also with the way this character works, I just took the opportunity when I could. I still have some legitimate stuff that I did, but we'll wait until I die in this run to actually see that. Yeah, I mean, once again, this character is really not about trying to dodge around Dark Esau. It's really, it's more like, based on your stats, based on the items that you happen to pick up, you have an invisible timer at the start of every single floor before God smites you for your hubris, turning you into classic no holy mantle Lost for the rest of the floor. And that's just, it's just, I've lost so many good runs due to that. Hey, I got a planetarium on the first floor, which had Saturn in it. Saturn kills Esau almost instantly. I got Polyphemus and Maw of the Void, so all I need to do is just charge up the Maw, and I was able to clear out rooms pretty much as soon as I walked into them, as well as kill Esau. So, yeah. Got Guppy! I got Guppy in one run. Hey, there's the eraser right there. That is a thing I could do, but I'm not going to. But anyway, it's like, yeah, got Guppy one time, as well as like Dead Cat and everything. The flies trailing behind you kills Esau very, very quickly. Good luck trying to keep him alive there. Brimstone? Oh man, let me tell you about Brimstone. It doesn't work well. Anyway, yeah, so just wait until he's completely invincible. I don't know. I think that you could still make it work, even like keeping the whole killing Esau thing around. Just make it so that his health scales up like exponentially between floors. I'm talking like, by the time you get to Delirium, he has as much health as Delirium. You have to spend as long fighting him to actually kill him. Or, you know, just change it so he only does one, invincible, but he only does 1 heart of damage, like the Mother Spectre that you encounter when you're getting the knife pieces. I don't know, I don't think making him entirely invincible is necessary, especially because I do like being able to kill Esau sometimes. Stuff like the Mama Mega effect does mean that Jacob does have the ability to go into boss rush and the Hush fight a lot easier. It's just, you know, how good do you think you can do boss rush, knowing that you're going to be playing it as classic No Holy Mantle Lost. Also, it does make it so that you can pretty easily like get as much money you need to buy and stuff in shops as necessary, which I'm probably going to do right now. Going in here and basically having the Mama Mega effect hit the donation machine many times. I mean, that's means that if I just keep on top of filling it up with Tainted Keeper, I can just buy stuff in shops as much as I want. And the whole Mama Mega effect means that I'm not even like, if I'm going for, say, the Hush fight, it's like, yeah, I can make that work. Diplopia is really what I want to go for here, because Diplopia, if I find Dead Cat, is 18 lives, and that's really useful as Holy Mantle list Lost. We'll see if I find a better active item. Still, you know, like turning into the Lost and everything does come with its own benefits. The really frustrating thing about it is that if you kill Esau too quickly, or if you, or of course, if you, there we are. Kill Esau too quickly, or if you just get hit by him, you will unfortunately make it so that you can't Oh, nice. I just bombed the hell out of the machine. Whatever, it's fine. Make it so that you can't grab any more health for the rest of the floor, because the Lost is not considered to be Esau, so health upgrades, stuff like soul hearts and everything, pretty useless. Doesn't mean that Alabaster Box is going to be good, but, you know. Just got it up, come on. Oh, I'm apparently also missing a coin back. One more coin back in here. Got it. I predicted that. Check that out. Pro Isaac player here. Well, anyway. Also, you know, it's still Lost and does mean, like, free devil deals and everything, too. They could have easily made it like the Lost that you get when you kill yourself on the fire in the one area, the emergency exit secret door area. But no, it really is just completely separate character. On one hand, that does mean that stuff like the reversed lovers card or the magic skin is actually very good on here, but well, what you got? Oh, yeah, I'll take it. And for free. Fortunately, that does mean that, you know, Dark Esau is now very much in danger of dying. It's like, hey, this is still cool, though. It's fine. It's fine. All I gotta do is just play it right? Oh, don't tell me that I'm about to also go get... That I just went in here, and I'm also... Here it is, everybody. It's all the good stuff. Okay, so what to do... Like, the thing is, so I guess I didn't really actually need sulfur in the first place, but, you know, also, how to do this, because I'm gonna take Satanic Bible, let's be honest here. Could just sacrifice a heart to go grab that right now, and I might just do that. Excuse me? That was close. Brimstone is pretty good, though. No flying books, i.e. no Bible, so that's unfortunate. But that does mean so much more in terms of, like, good stuff that I'm going to be able to get here. Come on. Circle strafe. Always be circle strafing. Then I'll just leave that one last coin there. Look, if I need to go get it, I'll go get it. I'm probably also going to be killing Dark Esau eventually here, too. But yeah, that's a lot of good stuff. Devil deal items. A lot of them. They're coming up here. You know, I suppose it's just like, yeah, that does still also open up more. Close. Does still also open up like angel room stuff. Doesn't get rid of my chance for that because I didn't actually pick up sulfur. And then, I don't know. There's stuff happening here, but I still think, again, it's just like we're waiting for the point where Edmund McMillan is just like, run's too good. Now perish. But I got Guppy. Now perish. Yeah, well, is it a Guppy that's good enough to survive as... Oh, boy. I don't like this room. Is it a run good enough to... Whatever. You know what? I'm actually totally okay taking damage there like that. Is it a run good enough to win as Holy Mantle-less Lost? I mean, maybe. Then perish. Oh, that's an item. Also, due to bomb bag. Yeah. Almost got me. All right. Lost Soul. If he trails behind you, if you can keep him alive until the next floor, he will reward you with good stuff. Usually soul hearts, but I have at one point in time actually gotten the Sacred Orb from him, which again, that would turn him into Holy Mantle-less Lost to Tainted Lost, which I take. I see. Sure. Ain't got no key, but I think that's okay. Esau, please. You have one job. I just like, come, Esau, please. You have one job. There we are. also go see what's in the, oh, please watch out, Lost Soul. I should have probably waited even until I got that one key. Yeah, sure. Okay, now let's get out of here. Maybe pay to play would have been better. Then I wouldn't have had to worry about keys. It turns all key doors into... let's go. It turns all key doors into just, one coin door. What do you got? Oh, thank you, Lost Soul. You are truly the greatest. Unfortunately, that again does also mean problems. Oh, that was quick. Look, that's how it works, though. We are talking about we are currently talking about the Lost Soul. It's like you try and take the first time you see him, you try and take should have taken that. You try and take him right before you go to the next floor, and then you do not expect him to survive ever again. That's just, it is the nature of being a lost soul. Hello, Esau. No, that doesn't home in on him. Good. That means that I can at least be a little bit more directed with the tears. Maybe it would have also been good to even take, like, the, what do we got? Yeah. Maybe it would have also been good to even take, like, a sulfur again. All right, then, sure. Oh, no, I walked a little bit too close. Well, then. All right, let's check out some of the more successful Jacob runs that I've had. Although that last run definitely had the potential to be successful, it was squandered in the same way that you do anytime you play the Lost without the Holy Mantle. I'm sure anybody on the Tainted Lost grind can relate. Well, anyway, this run already going very well. Proptosis is the first item, is absolutely fantastic. Big damage up, even though your tears are pretty short range. Also buffed out by the fact that I have the lump of coal, which the longer your tears are in action, they become more powerful. So it's just a big damage up all around. Same thing with getting stuff like the Mark and also Keeper's Sack, of all things, because I was able to get that very early on, and then I was able to pretty much buy out every shop that I came across past that. Because, you know, all you got to do is just kill Esau in the store, and it gets you a lot of money. Additionally, one of those items that I did find in the store, stopwatch. 50% speed on all enemies for the rest of the run. Health. Great. But hey, here's the crown of the entire thing. Sulfur. This was pretty much why I was so ready to take it in that previous run. Oh, and good. There, health back, too. Why I was so ready to take it in the previous run. Because this thing was very good. I mean, normally you don't really want sulfur over just having regular brimstone, but there is an exception for that, and you'll see it very soon. Additionally, sulfur usually has pretty bad synergy with the proptosis, because you're trying to hit enemies from pretty far away when you're using this. However, due to having the lump of coal at the same time, I was able to, I just get like full damage from pretty much anywhere. In fact, probably extra damage from pretty much anywhere. The only problem is that sweeping across Esau with the brimstone beam at all is not good. Oh, that's small rock too. Hey, even more damage. So I didn't even know that was a tinted rock when I got that. Maybe it was one of those ultra secret tinted rocks that you have to hit like multiple times and are much harder to find. Despite having unlocked those things a long, long time ago, I still have no idea what they look like. And I maybe like broken open, I don't know, 2 in the entire series that I've been doing for the channel here. Esau, dash at me. Come on. Like, I don't want to... Yeah, taking way too long to do that. And it's like I could get extra money. Shouldn't need it, though. Definitely want to conserve my health because it is sort of lowish. Sort of lowish. And amnesia, great. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Brimstone bomb, though. That's with the Nancy bombs that I got. And there I accidentally hit the F button to cause it to go out of full screen. That's something that I've probably wanted to do for... Probably wanted to fix for a while. Like, get a different key binding for utilizing the Q item. Because Anima Sola I'm usually trying to use while running around, which is not the easiest finger positions to get into. But yeah, I bought everything out from the shop there because everything that I buy due to the Keeper Sack gives me big stat up. Okay, maybe not big stat up, but it is still a stat up, so there's no reason why I shouldn't buy all of that if I possibly can. Okay. Yeah, I just was like, you know what, let's just do Brimstone here. Make this easy. After all, one of the things that Esau is really good at is killing bosses, so I can just have him take care of whatever here. I told you! You got a timer. Visible timer. Well, anyway. I actually really just tried to keep him mostly in the corner for that fight, just to make sure that, like, yeah, I wasn't going to accidentally kill him as he was running across me, which was a surprisingly good idea considering how close he was to being dead. So yeah, thus far, been a pretty fast run. I am going for boss rush. Is it a good idea to go for boss rush? I don't know, because, again, it's like sweeping across Esau with Brimstone is not a great idea. And is the sort of thing that will cause me to kill him almost immediately. But at the same time, the whole gimmick with boss rush is you have a whole bunch of different waves, and it's in a double-sized room, so sulfur can actually be used many times, and there's new synergy in Repentance that gives you the ability to... Yeah, it's like a much larger beam when you get multiple versions of Brimstone, and I think it also just becomes even more powerful as you continue to use it. So this is pretty much the optimal place to have sulfur, because I'm basically going to give myself like 5 Brimstones over the course of that. And experimental treatment. More health, please? No. More damage, though. Not that I really needed it. Ah, well, look, the speed is still good and everything. It's just, yeah, health... The other reason why I wanted to go for boss rush was because health is kind of a thing right now, and I'm worried about the future in terms of not being able to survive that. Those Hush Flies apparently don't actually have that much health. They just have an outrageously huge amount of time of invincibility when they first spawn. All right, didn't actually find Keeper here. Usually you do. So basically, yeah, that's even more stats on top of everything else. And me maybe being a little bit... Oh, wow, that was close. Maybe being a little bit too fast trying to go through here, but... it's fine. And yet again, it's just like I don't even want Esau in here. I want him to stay far away. Okay, 18 minutes. I'm going to take the Polaroid just because if I go Polaroid route, that's probably good. Good. None of these are worth dying over. Oh boy, strange attractor. Well, I have 1 syringe, but that's not enough to get spun. But at the same time, I guess it's like, what else am I going to be choosing here? All right, so, hey, Esau alive. I'm in boss rush. I honestly did not see that coming. For how long, though, was the question, of course. See, and due to the fact that I know I'm about to turn into the Lost, I'm just like, just barrel into enemies. Just kill as many things as possible before problems start arising. I gotta get sulfur up is basically the real thing. I'm still gonna try and keep Nope, there he goes. It was a good try, though. It was a good try. A valiant attempt. Whoa, that was close. Now. Yeah, I'm making these reactions even though this is clearly post-commentary. I don't know. Yeah, the enemies I'm mostly worried about are ones that either have big beams, I'm talking about like bloat, or underground enemies will just pop up right on top of me. Thankfully, for the Lost, this is a pretty good area to be in because there's this huge hole in the middle, which means that things are not going to be able to spawn up there. And as you can see, there's bloat. Okay, thankfully killed him before anything. Yeah, at this point in time, I have maximum level giant brimstone. Okay, these guys got beams. Got maximum level giant brimstone. But also, like, I think I'm still getting damage up by using sulfur over and over here. It's good because, once again, die in a single hit. Okay, you got brimstone, but also got a very clear time that, you know, it uses it there. You also got brimstone, which I'm not a huge fan of. Same thing with them. But they're done. Yep. Animasola, also pretty damn good when you're not just fighting Esau here. Okay. Because it does completely shut down enemies too and everything. Yeesh. Yeah, when you can kill everything as soon as it spawns. I mean, this is basically exactly what I did with the Tainted Lost run as well. Except using, what is it called? Except instead of using Ghost Pepper. There we go! There's boss rush done. Oh, yeah, I think we'll probably wait until Esau is just fixed a little bit before going for anything else. But hey, there's at least one thing legitimately done. Only required a run good enough to play as Tainted Lost, basically. Also, like the stopwatch and everything too, slowing down enemies. A lot of good stuff there. So the question then becomes, how much longer can I keep this? Oh, I'm already dead. All right, next legitimate run. We got home. This was one where I had Guppy actually very quickly. Like one of the first items I got was Dead Cat. Actually, the first item I got was Dead Cat. But then I was also able to grab like the hairball and Guppy's head like in pretty quick succession. Additionally, Magic Skin came in to give me a lot of extra items over the course of this. Now, I'm sure you can... The problem, though, is, too, that I also have the wafer. I actually got the wafer, so I would be able to, like, survive for, like, 16 hits or something if Esau didn't die immediately. Really, the biggest problem with this entire run is that it was going so well, and then I decided to pick up IBS. This was the thing that I was referring to in the last episode, where it's just like, that really was the point. Oh, no, I just got hit by Esau anyway. Great. Whatever. Well, trust me, he's already dead. It wouldn't have lasted too long regardless. IBS is so terrible. It is just the worst. And you're going to see how it just ruins the run very quickly. You think, oh, it's nice to have like these extra poops here that give you like buffs and stuff. No. No. Not at all, in fact. All right, but hey, I mean, it's like, here's the thing. The reason why I wanted to go for the beast fight. Yeah, see? Uh-huh. And just keep getting poops out here and like explosive diarrhea and stuff. Well, yeah, the reason I wanted to go for the beast fight was because extra lives basically count as extra hits here. You instantly revive when you die. At least for as many lives as you have in this fight. Unfortunately, IBS is terrible. Never take this item. Spend so much time just like throwing poops and also bombs. And also don't forget that it's just like the fart combination with fire will explode on top of it. Or the smelly poop. It's like, yeah, there, more explosions. Making this even worse. Okay. But honestly, really not the worst yet. It's too bad that Yum Heart, which I was at least planning to like maybe work a little bit for me, is just not getting any play at all. Yeah, that's explosion. Watch out for it. As you can see, though, not doing too bad thus far. Animasola, once again, should be using that even... Oh, come on! Animasola should be using that a little bit more. Literally like the last second there. But yeah, you can already see where things are starting to go pretty bad. Yep. Right into the Explodo zone, eh? Yep, and creating more Explodo zones around here, which is bad. And now I have a fire poop on top of me, which means that any time that I get, like... any time that I would have gotten, like, a smelly poop or something, it would have immediately exploded. Good glitch there. So that was good. It's just... yeah. Never pick up IVS. It's so bad. I hate it. Larynx. Don't think I ever picked up that one up before. That was for beating Mother is... not Mother. The Beast as Tainted Samson? I think? Well, anyway, that's a lot of good items. I'm glad that I brought that card there. And then here we go. Two of them, which is... they're both very adorable, and they also both damage each other running into them, but it doesn't even matter because they're done. Here we go! And that's how... yeah, I mean, pretty much when I did that, I was just like, oh, I'm still alive, I notice. Well, I guess whatever, let's just do the run. Also, I mean, to be honest, I probably would have been okay even if I didn't get the cleaver, because I do have the item Heartbreak, which, as you can see, I got 2 broken hearts there. I managed to get rid of one of them that you get for picking up the item by... oh, what is it? Using the confessional. Using a confessional on the previous floor. But it's like, you know... that also does mean that every time I would take fatal damage, I would instead come back with with a broken heart there. So, in other words, it's like, yeah, it works as like a... it would have worked as like... what? 12 extra lives as the lost? Maybe just 11. I think you might die on the 12th one. But yeah, that would have been another way to get a lot of extra health for playing as the Lost. However, it's just like I just decided, you know, I'll just cheese it out here. Hey, here's a good regular Binding of Isaac run, basically. It's got like Eden's Blessing. Yeah, it wasn't like super good until I did get the Pact fairly early on, which was a pretty decent damage increase, but then I got like Sinus Infection here. The Booger Tears are damage over time, stick to enemies, damage over time, which is good, especially for characters like Mega Satan and what the Hush Fight, especially. Not so good for Delirium because it teleports around so much. But it's like I also got Holy Mantle, which would have been something on top of everything else. That's just for fun. Really did not benefit me in any way. Like, the Cleaver does actually do things too. They're all half health and all that, but, you know, great. Those health down pills are coming fast and furious. But yeah, it wasn't until this floor that I got, like, Cricket's Head, which is a 1.5 damage multiplier, so... that was the thing that really made this a good run. Get rid of that, and then... pretty much, I'm just trying to get as many items as possible because I don't want to do the Delirium fight ever again. And I don't have to. I mean, you already know that this is a successful run, regardless. Yeah, I just didn't have any... I could have still used that confessional more that I found in the last area. It's just there wasn't any more hearts around, so I didn't want to lose too much health. Even though I probably would have been fine. Yeah. Heart is also a full heal, which means I shouldn't have just taken that immediately, but whatever. It's fine. Like, look, without being the Lost, I'm doing mostly okay. This would have just been a Lost run anyway. At this point in time. It did take me quite a while to get the Holy Mantle, though. That was from one of the sacrifice rooms. It's one of those things where you never really count on that appearing. And yeah, I decided, I don't know, can I fight 2 of these guys? No. Most bosses you cannot fight 2 of. Well, most like endgame bosses. Regular bosses, certainly. Endgame bosses, no. Except for Delirium. You can split Delirium up into 2 Deliriums if you want to. I don't know why you would ever want to do that, but that isn't entirely a possibility. Like, maybe you got, I don't know, I had a really good combination when I was playing as the Tainted Keeper, had like the quad shot brimstone with what is it, Eye of the Occult, which gave it like homing and everything. So it's like pretty much I had 4 beams just constantly firing, totally tearing through everything on screen. It's just like if you created like 5 deliriums, you would go down like in a fifth of the time. So I guess maybe that would be a situation you'd want to do that, but I want to say it's probably Eggman McMuffin having a laugh there, letting you be able to do that. Just because, I don't know, I didn't think it was going to happen. Well, it does, dear player. Anyway, yeah, this is a good run. Tracker Beam is also one of those items that could make it so that you could prevent yourself from hitting Dark Esau. I already made my choice. I already took the path of cheesing it out. It's too late. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that this was the intended way for you to play Dark Esau, with it being so frustrating. Especially because of that one run that I got with the... If I just didn't take items, I'm telling you. Even though, yeah, I know, I died due to getting hit by enemies, but it's like, I could have been so much less careful if I just, you know, didn't have... I would have had, like, a lot more health and everything over the course of that run. Would have had a lot more lives over the course of that run if I didn't take IBS in the first place. Let's just take that. Let's just say that right now. All right, Mega Satan. For the golden trinket unlock. Golden trinket's cool. It's a trinket that has double effectiveness. However, any trinket can be golden, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it does anything. There are some items like, you know, like I think the card that you get for it shows the curved horn, which is +2 damage, turning into +4 damage when you have it golden, which is great and everything, but like, you know, that's like one of the best case scenarios. The golden version of that, golden version of Perfection, golden version of the Cancer Trinket. It's like the one golden trinket that I've seen was the Broken Ankh, which can revive you as Blue Baby if you die. How does that get doubled in effectiveness? Double the chance, but I don't even think it works like that. And the other one that I have right now is gives me a Bone Heart every floor. If it was golden, maybe it would give me 2, but I don't think it works like that. I think it has to be like some sort of stat increasing thing to actually do anything. They look cool though. They're like animated gold and everything. Well, anyway. Now, once again, it's just like, even, God, to be honest, even if Esau was here, we'd probably be able to deal with him pretty easily. It's just the fact he would die very quickly is the problem. And yeah, he said Boogatier is very good. How using his Mega Blast though, which is weird. Whatever, doesn't matter. There it is. Oh, and at this point I was just like, man, I sure do hope that I get the Delirium, the Void Portal, because this is a run that's definitely good enough. It's a 50-50 shot. It's like if the portal appeared anywhere else, I would have definitely taken it at this point in time, but it did not. So it's like this was kind of the last chance, and although it's a 50% shot, that's still a coin for it to happen. In the meantime, yeah, Anima Sola sure is like very comprehensive in how it works. And if Esau becomes completely invincible, that doesn't mean that during a Tainted Jacob run that you will be completely unable to use it on any other enemy. Which in some ways, too bad. In other ways, I'd rather just use it on Jacob 90% of the time anyway. Hey, let's go. Yep, Curved Horn, which again, that's the one you want it to be if you get a golden version of it. But good luck actually having that be the one you get. More likely to go get a golden version of, I don't know, the used diaper. You're like, wow, that's amazing. What do you got in the Tinted Rock? Can't even pick that up because I am full on health because I'm very good at this game. Yeah, this is certainly the way that... oh yeah, I totally forgot about Esau here. Certainly the way that the tainted characters work. It is... it's reminiscent of Godmaster in Hollow Knight, where pretty much all of the bosses that you used to have trouble with and everything, well, now you have to do them all in a row and perfectly if you want to get the good stuff. Well, extra content unlocks. So it's just like it always felt like when after I did that it's like going back and playing the regular game was so trivial. Like, oh yeah, it sure felt impressive to have beaten Nightmare King Grim the first time that I did that, but after I had to beat Nightmare King Grim after beating 100 other bosses, it was like, yeah, I guess he's kind of hard. Of course, that's also me, somebody that's played Dead Cells for 1,500 hours. Being all like, well, yeah, that game still is pretty difficult, though. Yeah, the tainted character is very reminiscent of that, where it's just like, when I don't have to deal with the gimmick here, this game's pretty easy, isn't it? I mean, I guess that is still dependent on whatever your build happens to be, but for the most part, I think if I was just gonna play as, like, a regular character like, I don't know, Judas or something, I would probably destroy the game at this point in time. Would not even be a challenge. That's what happens when you have to play as like the Lost and Tainted Eden and Lazarus and Jacob and all that sort of stuff. It's like, man, you just get items and then you can use them? You also have health pools? What novel concepts? I want to find... I was going to say I wanted to find a teleport card so that if I found the Delirium fight, that it's like I could get out of it and continue to go find items just to make absolutely sure that I would be successful. And then I'm just like, that's unlikely this is going to be the Delirium fight. The very first one. Yeah, here it is. And that was the same sound that I made, I think audibly, even though, of course, I wasn't recording commentary at the time or anything like that. Well, anyway, base form Delirium, the big head guy you see here, apparently does not have boss armor, so if I have Anima Sola up, I probably want to wait for that version of him to appear to do maximum damage. Besides, just having him Anima Sola, though, even if he is transformed into something, does mean that I can still deal damage with the Booger Tears, Sinus Infection. Pretty effective for that reason alone, even though, yeah, I want it to be like this form. At least I'm told he takes extra damage like this. Well, he doesn't have the boss armor. I guess I can't really tell, to be honest. Even though I can't see my health, I do know that it's like there would be some sort of animation if Heartbreak happened, and that would be the signifier that I have no more hit points left and I am now getting broken hearts instead of dying. Well, anyway, going just fine though, needless to say. This is a perfectly good run for beating Delirium. Not like flawlessly. If Esau was still alive. But it's enough. Yeah, when I first saw that the cleaver chopped Dark Esau in half, I was just like, oh, well, this is the worst scenario possible now, isn't it? Anyway, I checked around for the rest of the floor, but didn't get any good items, so there we go. Anima Sola. For all the other characters I'm not going to use.